Hello, hello. Looks like Mushroom Coyote is live again. I just want to document this in case there's more slander made against me and more threats of violence. It was part of, as far as I know, part of a murder plot against me, an extortion plot. It was aware of all this. It didn't report this to the police, and it was aware of it going on. It was aware of a lot of things, a lot of crimes and spiritual crimes. So it has participated in crimes against me, not just slander and lies and character assassination, but ones involving money and personal injury and threat to physical life. It's a real creepy creature, and it lies and twists things around. But I know what it's done. And it's tried to use anonymity as a shield to get away with these things. It's not going to get away with these crimes and spiritual crimes. It will be held accountable.
Hey y'all, I have no words for what we're dealing with out here, but I will say this is the last time I am going live ever again. This is the end of this channel. I know many of you have had to leave because of what we're dealing with. And all I truly know and understand that truly matters now is the truth and being honest and owning up to our mistakes and having true, actual love and care for other people and animals.
You've never owned up to what you've done. You've left hundreds of comments just on one channel, Demon Slayer, plus other channels, plus hours and hours and hours of live streams and hours of you bashing and slandering me for years, lying about me, falsely accusing me, smearing my good name. But you felt like you could do this because you thought you were anonymous on the internet. You thought you could get away with your demonic behavior, calling me a lolcow, calling me evil, calling me a psycho, calling me a narcissist. You're not anonymous, saying all kinds of false accusations that I quote unquote harass and stalk people. You're a false accuser. You felt emboldened by anonymity to be able to get away with this. You're not anonymous, though. You can be tracked and found, including your IP address and more. You're going to be held accountable. I told you to stop over 2 years ago when I banned you from my channel. Stop talking about me. Stop lying. Stop smear campaigning, slandering. You kept saying you weren't slandering. You called me a racist. You put that all over the internet, that I'm a racist, you said. You called me a sexist. You called me homophobic, transphobic, Islamophobic. You said I hate women. You called me a misogynist. You've labeled me all sorts of things. You say I stalk people, harass people. You say I attack people. You've called me all sorts of things. You are a liar. You're going to be held accountable for this.
And everyone, every living.
I'm not surprised. This is what you do. You play games. You put out a live stream and then you end it very quickly and you make it unavailable or make it private. This is what you do. You play demon games. You're going to be held accountable for what you've done to me over the past 2 to 3 years. It might even be 3 full years at this point, but it's been a long time. And you were banned from my channel years ago. And I told you, leave me alone. Stop smearing my name all over the internet. You're not the only one. So you might be thinking, well, Charles, Demon Slayer did it, and Derek put up videos about plots and extortion to extort money and crimes. They're all going to be held accountable. See, you fools think he's not done anything yet, so we got away with it. No, you're going to be held accountable. All of you are going to be tracked down. and held accountable legally. You're the violent ones. You're the sickos leaving emails, sick emails to me telling me off myself, including one that was sent to me today. All of this is documented. You're going to be held accountable, your whole group that I call Team Evil, because of your sick, violent behavior. And you know what you've done, you just can't admit it. You thought you got away with it because you've been hiding and lashing out and lying and falsely accusing and smear campaigning like the psychos, the sickos that you are, your whole group. It looks like it could be back, at least temporarily. They often make their videos and live streams private when they get caught saying shit. They're very sneaky snake behavior.
Hey y'all, I have no words for what we're dealing with out here, but I will say this is the last time I am going live ever again. This is the end of this channel. I know many of you have had to leave because of what we're dealing with. And all I truly know and understand that truly matters now is the truth and being honest and owning up to our mistakes and having true, actual love and care for other people and animals and everyone, every living being that we can, and just actual true empathy and care. And now I know who actually has that. And I'm learning more and more as time goes on. But a lot of you didn't care. And that does make you actually really bad people. But this is the end of Mushroom Kaiyoti. This is the end of this channel. I will not subject people who come to my channel being torn down. I will not put up with abuse. I don't accept this. And I shouldn't have to. No one should accept this. And as long as you accept it, that's what you're going to get. And I don't want to interact with anyone unless I absolutely know for sure that you are real.
What you're going to get is legal consequences. It doesn't matter if you take your channel down. I already have recordings. I have evidence. I have screenshots. I have evidence. That's why I recorded. So you can laugh it off and label me whatever. But I have recorded evidence of what you've done. You should be apologizing, but you can't because you're a narcissistic, evil witch of a psycho. And you called yourself a witch. You're a self-proclaimed witch. I have evidence. I have screenshots of all of it. Everything. Because you're a liar and I don't trust you at all. You or your group. You lie. You're the evil ones leaving emails saying off yourself. You and your group. If it isn't you, it's Charles or Derek or someone involved with you. And you probably know who it is. You are aware of a murder plot against me. You didn't go to the police, but you go to the police over me saying words you don't like. You're evil. You're not good. You're evil. You support evil. You support violence. And I know what you've done. Not just you. All of them. Your whole group. I know what you've done. Team evil. That's why I call you that. Because you are evil. And I'm exposing all of you.
Accept this. And as long as you... And I shouldn't have to. No one... I don't accept this. I don't accept this. I don't accept this. And I shouldn't have to. No one should accept this. And as long as you accept it, that's what you're going to get. And
Take responsibility. You're just copying Derek saying you get what you accept. Take responsibility for your actions, or there will be consequences.
you accept it, that's what you're going. And I shouldn't have to. I will not subject people who come to my channel being torn down. I will not put up with abuse. I don't accept this. And I shouldn't have to. No one should accept this. And as long as you accept it, that's what you're going to get.
I don't have to accept all the things you've written and said all over YouTube and the internet about me, along with your plots of violence and extortion that you were involved in. I don't have to accept any of that. I don't have to accept your evil shit and your crimes. I don't have to accept it. You've never once thought of what you've done to me. You only care about yourself, and you thought you were getting away with it, laughing, mocking, threatening, smear campaigning, character assassinating. You're not getting away with this. You're going to face consequences. You're not immune to consequences. Even if you cry victim.
And as long as you accept it, that's what you're going to get. This. Put up with abuse. I don't accept this. And I shouldn't have to. No one should accept this. And as long as you accept it, that's what you're going to get. And I don't want to interact with anyone unless I absolutely know for sure that you are real. And I have every right to question and test people.
I have every right to do what I'm doing. It's all legal. You waited for my live stream to end to make this, didn't you? It's no coincidence. When I said I know all about you, I do. You just take everything as a lie because you don't want to believe it. You don't care about the truth. You're such a liar. You're a lying rat.
If you know, you know. But I will not and test people. If you know, you know. But I will not subject myself to this torture and this psychological bullshit anymore. We did not deserve any of this. There is no justification for anything that is going on here. All of the hell, all of the torture, all of the pain, there is no justification for it whatsoever. And I'm not gonna, play a broken record and repeat myself over and over again like I have tried to for years, and all of it seems is like I'm yelling into the void. There's 6 people in here, no one's speaking. I know what's going on, and I'm not giving you that satisfaction anymore. I'm not giving you people the satisfaction to watch people be tortured online for your entertainment and doing nothing about it. And to the people who truly did care and did stick up for people and did really do their best effort, thank you so much from absolutely the entirety of my spirit being my entire heart. You didn't have to do that, but you did it because you knew what was right. And you tried your best, but you also shouldn't be subjected to abuse. So I'm probably just going to remove all of the content from my channel, like so many other people have had to do, or start over, but no, this is not even worth it to me at all. I will still be around to support you guys, but I am not giving these psychopaths the satisfaction of seeing my joy, of seeing my spiritual wisdom, of seeing my heart, and twisting it into something that it's not. And telling a complete, the devil always lies. And I'm just been lied to too much. I know that
How many times did you dox me and put my real name in the title of your videos, along with Charles WC33, Demon Slayer, and Derek DeCarlo? You've been putting my real name out there, all over. And not just that. It's so much beyond that. The reason you're leaving YouTube is you know you're in trouble. That's why. You don't want to admit to doing wrong, any wrongdoing. You know you're in trouble now. You know that you're not invisible. You know that you don't have that bubble or shield of anonymity to hide behind. You know that you've done wrong and you still can't fucking say it, can you? Doesn't matter if you ever admit to it. Not admitting to it isn't going to protect you. But that's the way you demons work. You think, well, if I never admit it, you're going to face consequences for the evil that you've done and the crimes that you've committed. Your whole group. You, Charles Matthew Bryant in Alabama. Derek DeCarlo still has videos up of me. You're going to face consequences, your whole group. I'm going to have you investigated for a murder plot and extortion. It goes beyond slander. You're going to be under investigation. So go ahead and call your local police. I live 4,000 kilometers away from you, over 2,500 miles. I've never been near you. You're the ones that have plotted to murder me, you pieces of shit.
of complete, the devil always lies, of seeing my spiritual wisdom, of seeing my heart, and paths, the satisfaction of seeing it. I am not giving these psychopaths the satisfaction, but I am not giving these psychopaths the satisfaction of seeing my joy, but I am not giving these psychopaths the satisfaction of seeing my joy, of seeing my spiritual wisdom, of seeing my heart, and twisting it into something that it's not. And telling a complete, the devil always lies. And I'm just been lied to too much. I know that hardly anyone in this world actually gives a fuck about you. And so this is the end. I'm not ever coming back on here.
Any bets that's a lie? Does anyone bet that's a lie? That they're lying right now, saying they're never coming back on here? Any bets that this is yet another lie? Another demon game?
Gives a fuck about you. And so this is the end. And so this is the end. And so this is the end. Hardly anyone in this world actually gives a fuck about you. And so this is the end. I'm not ever coming back on here. There are only, let me see if there's, I'm not ever coming back on here. I'm not ever coming back on here. Actually gives a fuck about you. And so this is the end. I'm not ever coming back on here. There are only, let me see if there's anything else I want to say. There are only a very few number of people in this reality, which is not even real. This is not reality. But there are only a number of people that I actually truly, deeply care about and love. And I will know who those people are by their honesty and their care, their true
They're quitting or claiming they're quitting because they're being exposed and they're worried about facing real world legal consequences. That's why. Otherwise, they continue forever to mock me, lie about me, smear my character, slander my character, obsess over me, stalk me, plot violence against me, all the things it's done. It would have carried on forever. But now it knows that they aren't anonymous. They're being exposed. Light is being shone onto the dark room of cockroaches. And I'm going to show you who they are and what they've done in this realm. Not just that small number that I mentioned. All of them. I'm going to repeat that for you. All of them. And some of you are scratching your heads wondering, how's he going to do this spiritually? They all will be revealed in the end. In the end, all will be revealed for what they've done. Their evil, their plots, their crimes, their spiritual crimes, all the evil they've concocted and plotted and schemed. All of it. The emails that they want to remain anonymous and don't want you to know. The sick things they've written to me for years. It's all going to be revealed. You're not getting away with any of this. I see all of it already. You're not getting away with it. I'm not waiting for a God to judge you. You're not getting away with it. And you will see. You will see what I mean. They are evil.
Care about in love, and I will know who those. But there are only a number of people that I actually truly deeply care about, which is not even real. This is not reality. Few number of people in this reality, which is not even real. This is not reality. But there are only a number of people that I actually truly not even real. This is not reality. But reality, which is not even real. This is not reality. But there are only a number of people that I actually truly deeply care about in love, and I will know who those people are by their honesty and their care, their true care for me. And that is gained over time. And it is the most precious thing, and it is the only thing that actually truly matters here.
By the way, Kai and Derek, DeCarlo and Charles, there's such a thing as phone records, textings, calls made, and recordings. You should start owning up to what you've done, the evil you've done. Not admitting to it won't save you, won't protect you. You plotted to murder me and to extort money from me and also to swat me, to send a SWAT team. That's all illegal. Very highly illegal crimes. Whether you carried through or not, it's still a crime, and you just don't want to admit to it. Go ahead. You're going to be judged for these crimes.
The only, and it is the most precious thing, and it is the only thing that actually gained over time. And it is the most precious thing, and their true care for me. And that is gained over time. And it is the most precious thing, and it is the only thing that actually truly matters here. The only thing that truly matters here is love. And some people really showed who they were. And everybody is being tested for what they're really made of here. You know, people can reach me via email. People can.
You're evil. You said nothing to police as a murder plot was going on. You're evil. You're complicit in a murder plot. You're evil. And Derek, you should really change your ways, or you're going down. Derek Michael DeCarlo plotted to murder me. And this creature on the screen, Kai Sheldon, was involved. And I also suspect that Charles Charles Bryant in Alabama was involved as well, and helping make videos with Derek and plotting to harm me and to extort money and threatening to swat me and making all kinds of threats. You're criminals. You're being exposed. Derek DiCarlo, Derek Michael DiCarlo, Kai Marco, Kai Marco Weldon, Charles Bryant. And authorities will be contacted. You're not getting away with this. You thought you could hide and from the shadows plot violence. Your crimes will be exposed. And none of you have attempted to apologize. You're just sick psychos. You are psychos. You're the psychopaths. You are the sickos and violent psychopaths. You try to spin it, project it. You're lying psychos.
Is being tested for what they really showed who they were. And some people really showed who they were. And some people really showed who they were.
You did.
And everybody is being tested for what they're really made of here. You know, people can reach me via email. People can reach me via Discord. But I will not subject myself to this hell anymore. So goodbye.
Everyone's going to know what you've done, Kai Weldon. We're going to know what you've done. Everyone will. I'm going to make everyone know what you've done.
But I will not subject myself to this hell anymore. Via Discord. People can reach me via Discord.
Via Discord, where you spew venom and talk about me and slander me and plot against me and you're evil? Yeah, that's exactly what you need, right? More Discord. Maybe you should get off the internet and take a break and get your head checked. Get some therapy. You're seriously violent and psychotic. And I know all about what you've done.
People can reach me via Discord. But I will not subject myself to this hell anymore. So goodbye.
Is that as real as Derek's goodbye and his fake death for a year? Is it another one of those? Demon games? Is it another demon game? Is that what this is? The only reason is because you got caught. Now your tone of voice changed completely. Because you got caught, because you realize, I can't just lash out at Steven and say anything every day for hours and hours and hours live streaming, bashing him, lying about him, because he knows who I am now. He knows who I am. I know who you are, Kai. Kai. I know who you are. Kai Weldon, I know who you are. Just like Derek Michael DiCarlo, and his name's out there. And Charles Bryant, I know what you've done. You're evil. You're evil. You're going to be held accountable for your evil. You're not getting away with this. You're not getting away with this. As much as you want to suck up to your mother and tell her lies and, oh, Steven's so mean, tell her what you've done. You're evil.
Precious thing, and it is the only thing that over time, and it is the most precious thing, and it is the only thing that actually over time true care for me. People are by their truly deeply care about in love, and I will know who those people are by their honesty and their care, their true care for me, and that is gained over time, and it is via Discord. But I will not subject myself. But I will not subject myself to this hell anymore. So goodbye.
You're a liar. You're not honest. And you've been caught.